Hello YouTube, good day to everyone. It's me, Alexei, again in the Garage Technology channel. Today I returned from a business trip and finally got down to my favorite thing. We continue the topic of anti-gravity. To many it will seem funny, strange, and to some even unreal. Many say that here's a fake canon sitting here, drinking fakes. Will whoever doesn't believe can pass by. And for those interested in hearing my thoughts, welcome to the channel. So let's continue the topic. Let's consider the effect, the gravity of beetles described by Victor Grebennikov in the book My World. Here is Byfield Brown's frame, and here the structure of a bug. Does this drawing remind you of anything? If you look closely, can't find any similarity? Well, yes, whoever guessed really understood. Look, these are asymmetric capacitors. Here are wide capacitor plates and thin ones. On the contrary, here, with a white lining, thin. See? It's right here. The same Byfield Brown frame. Only the other way around. This is a live beetle, the structure of a live beetle. Only here the ion is repelled and here is gravity. So let's return to the topic of our RAMs. Basically I was thinking about this. Much is known about Grebennikov's platform. There are even drawings, photos and so on. But for some reason no one thinks to create something like that, and I experiment and finally returning from another business trip. I finally sat down in my garage, my famous garage, where all my technologies come from, and started constructing the Grebennikov platform. And today I will try to demonstrate a few experiments, but they are sort of impromptu, so to speak. Made from scratch and makeshift. Quickly and hastily, as I'm very short on time. Another business trip is coming up. I don't even have time to go out. To sit at the computer, not there but thanks, as they say more accurately. To not break my subscribers' promises and just the channel's guests, I would still decide. I made halfway sacrifice time, however, made this video clip, and so we continue. Let's start. Here they are. I did make block panels from the rich platform, but only in miniature. Since I don't have this material, I cut my last sheet, which was a semicircle, and used it for these block panels. What I want to tell you, well, this is the same structure that I copied from the book My World by Victor Grebennikov. There are, of course, many questions about the devices. The location of these holes, I don't know. Whether they're supposed to fan out like this or go in a row, I don't know. We need to examine it in more detail, but I replicated it, so to speak, at a discount. So this is what came out of it, so to speak. Well, let's conduct a small experiment. Here, by the way, is the second platform. Ideally, they should be located like this. So yes, they are also supposed to be the same on this side, but I ran out of materials, so I made do with what I had. So here are our asymmetric capacitor pads, and today, as they say, we will test them. What do we have? So as they say, those who are interested, make yourselves comfortable. Those who are not interested can, as they say, check out another video. Well, there you go. What I also want to say, in Victor Grebennikov's works, it's described that gravity effects occur essentially. All beetles fly, but most beetles are not aerodynamic. So it seems all of them must have anti-gravity, but only this suite uses this effect 100%. But maybe also Scorobe. So here's the thing. Let's not, as they say, tear the wings of beetles, but try to just do it. By the way, I've seen many videos People experiment there. Maybugs are losing their wings. As they say, they scratch them, electrify, and lay on each other, it scatters. They scatter there into these wing covers in different directions. But this is typical electrostatics. But see, what's the matter? The effect of these anti-gravities is really, it depends on electrostatics in most cases, because look, on a wet day you can't see any beetles flying out, maybe just some flies or dragonflies. So here is the thing, see, Viktor Grebennikov also described that his device did not fly in the rain and in wet weather. See, the same effect described in this video. Well then, these are our, so to speak, two asymmetric capacitors, sort of, well, it's structurally similar. And let's check what they're capable of. Well, here's my this. Is it a decay? My multiplier burned out, so I'll have to use it without the multiplier. Well, it's clear they also decently, like Chizevsky's chandelier, release ions. So let's check. Now I'll get ready, set up the electrodes. One is already ready. We attach the second electrode to fetos fofo data set kakokano tantotiska. Oh, here I hope everyone can see. So let's start testing with these. Let's look at the papers, but probably you think that there is an electrostatic effect here. Yes, electrostatics. You're right, it's present. But there's something else interesting to observe. Electrostatics is when the papers are electrified and converge with each other. Now I am turning on our TDSC. And look, what an interesting effect it produces. See, they all scatter once more. We're throwing. Well, yeah, here. You see, many people are throwing. Oh, look, I'm even throwing. So far, no effect is observed, but some, you see, are falling off. How do I drive? All right. So we bring our. Well, yes, you would agree. Here, many are feeling bitter. Here, there are like two capacitive grips. And here's the electrostatic effect. It's observed. Now let's observe from the other side. Hope everyone can see. Goodbye. It didn't spark here after all. A few kilovolts. Here, watch me. I'm bringing the plate closer. Yes, and now look. Observing from above. Now I'm kind of for convenience. Subtitles by Dima Torzok. I don't know if you'll be able to see. I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time. You see, no paper gets stuck. Everything just flies off. Electrostatics is even. Wait a minute. See, the paper flies away. Even a big one like this. It's hanging now. Just a moment. Let's try again. So we take less, so less will fly off. All alive. That one that fell probably got electrified and received, as they say, another negative impulse and got attracted to the plate. And these two. Once again. Bye everyone. The field is throwing out papers, but some they are rising up. And what happens under the capacitor? Nothing happens under the capacitor. So you see, now we'll throw this one in. Alright, can you see it well? I'll throw it under the capacitor now. Well, that's it. They are already getting electrified. Yeah, they are standing up, you see. Hope everyone can see. Got to be continued. A small effect is observed, such insignificant. Further, we will try again. To be continued. We played the same game with wing covers and beetles. Yes, I have seen many too. Well, here we go again. Let's try to throw it from the top again. Well, it's clearly visible here. See, the small ones are flying off. You noticed from the edges where the field is stronger, they all fall off, they don't hold on. Well, now let's check the record diagram. Our asymmetrical one got hammered in another. I can see. I'll move it now. It's hammering here, piercing through. A pumpkin, the TDKS is piercing through. So, to be continued. Here we observe a slightly different effect. To be continued. It's starting to move already. As soon as we apply one plate to another, it starts moving. So, I'm going to cut it now to prevent it from hitting hard. So now we are summing up the experiment. What has Viktor Stepanovich Grebennikov not fully explained in his experiments? What will we have to... Well, look at this. Firstly, the panels should be like this. Then this shift occurs here. From this, the wave motion, this one, anti-gravitational sideways, it kind of washes over. There should be 4 more such block panels. And what is not regulated should be the secondary winding. But it may not be like this, but approximately like this. See these cellular structures, and beneath them these block panels should be. That's what Viktor Stepanovich told me. I imagine that's how. He used these cones himself, but as you know, they're not metallized. Most likely he took these cones, made a spray with aluminum powder or something else to make them conductive, and probably applied voltage right here. I took it from here. He had a crown battery. Perhaps some high voltage part didn't hold up. A scheme like this, well, I don't know. At least it wasn't in the photo. And that's what makes me think Viktor Stepanovich, he wasn't a super engineer. He was just an etymologist, a person distant from physics, from electricity, from everything else. And therefore, his gravicraft should not be very complex. Most likely the electrical circuit should be simple. But as they say, miss one little detail and nothing will work. Everyone who's into electronics knows what a TV tube is. A simple pipe with a vacuum inside. There are 4 plates that deflect this ray. And it outlines on the screen, right? The image of TV towers. Well, so the tube itself is very simple. Everyone who knows, and here's the actual electronic scheme that allows you to create this signal. It's very complex. Also, my machine, which they called cans, is very simple. Anyone can assemble it. And here's a scheme that launches this thing, gives resetting the reverse wave, which negates gravity, gives a reverse wave. That's it. So you gotta make an effort here, guys. Back to the topic. I need you to assemble this, finish these panels, try to get this material again and assemble them so they move and spread out. But that, you see, always time and money, materials and resources. In short, as they say, we need to do this together after all. So I think I had such an idea. Everyone who is dealing with this topic, yes, let's meet on Skype somehow. Let's discuss this in conference mode, as they say, all together. Settle this issue. Well, in general, as the saying goes, one head is good, but not two. And even more so, they're 10. And everything is getting better. I checked, I already have 16 subscribers, right? Well, who is interested? This topic we can, as they say, discuss it. Just unfortunately, I can't get on Skype. I have such a lousy speed. The fact that I won't be able to communicate with you, let alone in conference mode, but to chat in the background. Email is such a hassle. It's writing, well, you can't write much there. Well, it's better to chat. As soon as I improve the Skype speed, I will do it. So here's what I want to say, my friends. Try to create something similar and experiment. Unfortunately, I don't have time. I'm now distracted by another topic. Recently, another idea came from the magnetic engine. Whoever watched my video saw that I have another video there. An experiment with a perpetual engine that did not work. I do not try to write there, as they say. Sensations I'm not after. I'm not chasing subscribers or views there. I just want to post my ideas. If you're interested, please watch. If it's not interesting to you, well, what can you do? Just pass by. So about the idea I came up with, but about this, truthfully, is in another video, like that engine that didn't start for me. I got another interesting idea. How to solve the problem that arose in the first one. True, the design will be changed, but more on that in the next video. Today's topic of my video is this, through Victor Grebennikov's forum. So I've put together these two little ones from the last material that I had left here. By the way, this material, one of my subscribers asked where to get it. To be honest, it's rare. Well, it's hard to say where to get it. I saw such material. Here, if anyone has been to supermarkets, stores, these freezers where they sell frozen fish, ice cream, the walls are lined with this kind of material, corrugated aluminum. So this very one, you know, we had sheets at our factory. We made imported ventilation. She was made of such materials. So I don't know where to get it. It's hard to say. The last thing I cut for this. On these platforms, the last semicircle, which I showed you in my penultimate video, here it was. Well, that's what I want to say. I've also tested this asymmetry. Of course, you can do different things here. So this and that, well, I probably won't have enough time for this. And you probably don't want to watch and all that. That's why I've limited myself to this video. You can try to do it like this. Well, in general, play around in short. So this and that in short. Try experimenting with symmetric capacitors. They have, by the way, anti-gravity effector properties. I also want to say, many people ask, why is your structure so simple? Listen for a minute. Guys, who told you that to achieve the effect of gravity you need very super duper complex technology? Now look, let's consider the facts. A plate broke in the Rose in 47. Witnesses say that who watched it there even examined the insides. There was not even a hint of an engine there. It was of about this type, yes. Well, look, she's like... It consisted, as it were, of different sections up to 3. But also it's like something like these constructions. It also resembled condensate claddings. Various ones, see, at different angles, under seconds. Well, roughly. I'm not telling you that's exactly how it was. I've made a schematic record. The walls of the UFO's body were tilted at different angles to each other. About the energy that was powered, of course, no one knows. And there is another such effect. There's a road in Georgia and also in Israel, I believe, similar. It goes uphill at a slight angle. If you turn off the car, shift to neutral, the car rolls uphill. If you put a plastic bottle, the bottle rolls uphill. This effect, by the way, is officially recorded, so you can trust me. I personally saw it on the internet. I came to the conclusion that the anti-gravity effect can be achieved even in simple ways. That's where the bottles are pushed up the road. All the laws of physics are violated. Ideally, it should roll down, right at an angle. It rolls upwards. So it also somehow has the structure of an asymmetric capacitor of the Earth, or something like that. If you study the structure, yes, layers of Earth, but the way you can also do as they say, to gain knowledge of this anti-gravitational effect. And I really wanted to say that, so don't think it's all that complicated. Well, of course, the all-plate Serla gave, which he made, is very complicated indeed. For Charlie it's a bit simpler, but still yes, something needs to be done. But it's not necessarily so complex. If I set it up like this, yes, just like I did for my model, it itself is not complicated, but all the technology that serves, which nullifies gravity, yes, that's it. It gives rather a reverse input anti-gravitational wave. There, yes, you really need to try, know the nuances. But as soon as I get the material, I'll make the second disc. And think as they say, I'll take it all outside. I'll try to take longer wires and try to achieve an effect to make it rise at least 10 meters. If I succeed, I will definitely record a video. You'll see what. I'll make a video somewhere in a clear field where there are no power lines or trees where you could hook onto something. I'll just go out into the field, right, to make sure there's nothing around for 20 meters and try to achieve this. For the effect to lift it up for everyone to see. Well, if anyone is interested, I don't know, even I might not have time, right? But if you want, you can discuss all these topics somewhere in a conference mode. Yes, this on Skype. I'm still doing one more dump. I had this on my magnetic engine. Interesting topic. Now I don't know if I will have the time and desire to collect. I'll just drop all the information to you. And if anyone is interested, you can try. Well, this is just an idea that came. Well, here we go. Go ahead. There will be more time. I'll take care of these matters. Now I want to tell you something. Victor Grebennikov then has one clue. Well, I don't know who read the book My World Here Could. He noticed her. He said he put one on to the other wing, then made another one, fastened it all with a paper clip like that. And his system was invisible, that is gravitational waves. By the way, this visible light, it bends around these anti-gravitational waves, and this invisibility effect occurs. So probably there was one platform like this, maybe there was a second and third one, maybe not even two of these, not one, but these ones, not a single fan unfolded, but a 4-section one. And there were several of these plates. Why you, Grebennikov? He was giving such hints, suggestions, so the editor, the Tugadums in the editorial office didn't guess. It was just like a description of such a Baba Yaga's stupa, wasn't it? Well, like a fairy tale. He described all this in a humorous way. But if you really think about it, right, there are many hints there. You can test them. Well, if anyone is interested, you can try this effect. Nothing complicated. Make such plates, okay? Well, this crazy guy, I think, with high voltage can assemble everything. Everyone who has a little understanding of electronics. My multiplier burned down here. I didn't even use it. I decided to shoot the video just on 1 TDKS. Well, there you go. What else can I tell you about these effects? Of course, the topic is interesting, but for some reason I'm surprised that few people work on it. And there are few videos with people testing it. I watched a video from under a beetle's wing. There were different piles, one spoon on top of the other. But why doesn't anyone have the patience to make these simple panels? Although, yes, here I need to try. I sat in Iran for a long time. Carved out, drilled out. You know, what's the question here? You need to also know the structure, how they are arranged. Either this way vertically or this way horizontally. This needs to be examined. I did it in a sloppy way, according to the calendar. Need to look into more detail. Examining the book through the exciting glass. That's how they are arranged, and try to copy it completely. Maybe there's something here too. Mistakes that I might not have noticed, which I might not have even, and a more impressive video would have been created. Maybe even paper clips were floating here like this. Well, here you go. This will be sometime in the next video. But for now I see I'm barely making time. I even have to approach the computer. I'm shooting videos only out of respect for my subscribers. Mirkeek, thank you to everyone who believes in me, who subscribed, who... Does anyone even care, right? I want to wish everyone good luck on departure. I hope again. As they say, well, I won't be gone for too long into this. So maybe I'll even shoot another video as soon as I get back. I'll try to shoot more on vacation. I still had an idea about capturing radiant energy. There are some more. I want to try these devices that Tesla also replicated. Well, and also something there, energy collection there, on the potential difference. I will also make a video in the open field. Well, you can try this effect yourself. So there, if you're interested. Alright, I'll wrap up. Bye everyone, good luck. This has been Alexei from the Garage Technology channel. By the way, all great ideas are born in a garage. Even IBM, the first computer was assembled in a garage. Well, it's okay. Good luck to everyone. Bye. See you soon.